No, I'm okay. Later. No, you can just give me I don't want to be in the way. Hey guys, good morning, everybody. Today is Wednesday, September 4th. I'm gonna go ahead and set up this room real quick. 6:21. We got about there. Sorry. Need this. There we go. I'm gonna set this up real quick and then we'll get started shortly. And it looks like we are good to go. So let me get this link sent out to you guys here in the premium. Link is sent out. All right. All right, guys. Good morning, everybody. Today is Wednesday, September 4th. It is 6:23 right now. Market's going to open up shortly in about 7 minutes. So room's all set up. As people start to join in, I'm going to go ahead and start marking up liquidity over here. The screen might look a little smaller because I'm on my laptops for this week. Currently on my mini moon here in Playa del Carmen. Let me just finish setting this up real quick. Looks good. It's going to mark up the relevant zones because it's not super necessary. You guys could let me know if there's issues with the connection. I'm not sure how strong the connection is here, but it seems like it's quick enough for us to trade on these live sessions. So that's a good sign. Not super fast, but good enough. Hey, Adam, thanks. Morning. Looks good. Hey, Daniel. Morning. All right, let's go over to the 1 hour. $30-minute. 15-minute. Down to the 10-minute. And lastly, back to the 1 minute here. Huge green candle right there. Let's see. All right, so that first level of liquidity right there just got hit. It's pushing up higher. We still got 4 minutes till market open, so it got hit right there pre-market. But it looks like all of our liquidity here has been marked up. So, all right, guys, good morning, everybody. Looks like about half of you guys are here so far. Today is Wednesday, September 4th, 6:26 right now. Market's gonna open up in about 4 minutes. I've marked up liquidity over here. The closest level of liquidity above currently is 41,029. And the closest level below is at 40,955. The first level right here initially got hit pre-market, so that's pretty much done with. It looks like it already hit full TP for about 10 points, 15 points, depending on what you're looking for. But that's kind of like what we were looking for at that point. Looking over here at the 100-point move, I'm looking for a possible buy here. So we'll see what happens here when the market opens up shortly. But looks like we're good. But yeah, guys, if there's any connection issues, just chime into the chat so I can have an idea. I don't have really any control over the internet connection here. It seems pretty decent, like good enough for us to trade. So I think hopefully this will be solid for us to continue going. But if there are issues, I'll try to troubleshoot. But for the most part, it looks like we're good. All right, so the 100-point move is going to be a buy for today. Look for that as we get closer to market open. Looking over here, so I'll try to drop some zones here as well for the SRs. Zone right there. There. Now it's a little messy, so I'll probably leave it as is right now. Probably go on the higher time frame, just mark up some zones here if we see any. Got a zone right there. All right, looks good. All right, I got the zones marked up right here for our SR zone chart. You can see price is pretty much locked within the range. All right, guys, we got market opening up in about 1 minute. So again, like I mentioned, the 100-point move is for a buy today. Be looking for some market flow entries here, possibly for a buy as well. I'm gonna clean up this liquidity. All right, we got market opening up in about 30 seconds. We got market opening up in 20 seconds. It's like the session's having a bit of an issue loading up right now. There we go. All right, we got market opening up in 10 seconds. Market opening up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Market is now open.
Order filled.
So here goes the order right there for, mark that up right there. 100. So it's got to be at 10.99. TP right there. Stop loss is at 8.99. All right, so I'll come back to this a little later. Leave it as is. And we'll look for some possible opportunities here for entry. So I'm looking for market flow entries. Probably gonna wait for the next momentum to come up. See where we're at. Yeah, so we got a sell momentum right here. I'll be looking for the next momentum to come up. Otherwise, if price does come below, we can possibly look for some sell market flow entries. Ideally, I'd be looking for some buys, but we'll see what happens here. So basically what I'm looking for here is I'm looking for a buy signal to come up. Once the buy signal comes up, I'll look for some market flow entries. Otherwise, if price comes below, I'll probably look for some sells. But ideally, would rather take some buys today since our 100-point move is for a buy. I'd like to go in that direction. That looks good so far. We got the buy signal here pending. We got liquidity right there, just got hit. It's currently at sessions. So liquidity right here just got hit. This first level got hit if you took it full TP. Second level right here also got hit as well. So if you took any of the levels of liquidity right there, both levels got hit for full TP. There goes 2 entries right there. Looking for some market flow here again. So again, I'm looking for this buy signal to close. And once it closes, I'll be looking for some opportunity for entry. But you guys can see the 2 levels of liquidity here got hit. Also, the pre-market one over here got hit as well. I'm going to go and mark up opening price, which was right there. I believe we had some news this morning too. Let me check. We had news at 5:30, 5:55. I'm just going to mark up the high impact stuff. So we had some news over here at, this is actually medium impact. 5:30. We got price pulling back, but it's right at the sessions, guys. So I'm not really looking for any entries here at the moment. We got more news at 7 o'clock. All right, so you guys can see over here, price is having a bit of trouble holding above, which is completely fine. I'm going to wait for it to swing up a little bit, retrace, come back from there. So the 100-point move is currently running. It almost hit TP right there, but it pulled right back for retracement. Got caught at the sessions. Come back and take a look at that shortly. The buy signal actually hasn't closed yet, so I'm still looking for that buy signal here to close. Once that buy signal closes, I'll be looking for it to push up a little bit, retrace, bounce off the pivots, come back up for continuation. So again, I need this buy signal here to close. Once the buy signal closes, we'll have some opportunity there for entry for a buy. But at this very moment, not yet. Our 100-point move is running a TP right there, almost at its target. But it's about to hit. I can take a screenshot of that. All right, the 100-point move is almost at its TP. We got the buy signal right there. So again, I'm going to look for it to retrace down a little bit, climb up higher, or if it's TP right here, I'll leave it as is. But again, the 100-point move is pushing up to TP. It's about a point away. Needs to push up a little higher.
Order filled.
Full TP on the 100-point move, guys. So if you guys take that 100-point move, another full TP, back-to-back wins right there for the 100 points. So we're 200 points in profit with my 100-point move right there. Nice work, guys. All right, so that was solid. Buy signal close. So I'm looking for the retracement, and then I'm gonna look for a market flow continuation to the upside. So let me put this over here in the. So we had 2 back-to-back wins this week so far for the 100-point move. Big on. All right, so that's currently hitting its stride, looking good. Looking for some market flow entries here. There's a breakout V3 right here that just came up. So if you guys are taking that for the breakout V3, it's currently running in profit. Breakout V3 continuation hit full TP already. Yeah, so the breakout V3 already hit full TP too. So pretty much all the entries for today have been hitting. Made 1,521 on that 100-point move. Set up over here. There goes my move right there, guys. They made 1,521 on that trade right there. 100-point move. There we go. Now I'm just looking for some market flow. Again, I'm looking for the retracement. It's currently at the sessions right now. It's not necessarily a good area to be trading at, so I'll be waiting for that to set up for something else. This moment right now. Let's see if there's any upper zones. So it's pretty far out from the next, zone out there. SR zone's super far out, so it's pretty much an open space right here at the moment. Come back and take a look at that later. But all right, so there goes a 100-point move, guys. Yesterday was a sell full TP. Today was a buy full TP. Did my research pre-market. Everything pointed towards a buy today, so lined up perfectly. Right, Sam? Definitely. Let's see, check the questions here. So question from CJ said 100-point move for the win. Definitely. That was smooth. HP is asking how many lots do you use for the 100-point move? I use 3 contracts. HP. So I use pretty minimal. The risk on that is 1,500. It's a 1-to-1. So basically, I'm risking 1,500 to make 1,500 on that trade. It's a once-a-day strategy, of course. From my back testing, research, and data, it's like basically a slightly above break-even strategy. So like every week, I've estimated it to make about 1 or 2 wins, hopefully. Generally, that's where it should be landing. And it's basically a once a day strategy. It's a low risk strategy because it is once a day. So there's only so many times you can screw up per week, right? It's Monday through Friday. Monday was a win, or Tuesday was a win. Monday market was closed, but Tuesday was a win. Today's a win. We have 2 more days. So depending on how the next days play out, either break even or be at slight profit. So yeah, 3 contracts keeps it at bay where you're not really risking too much, specifically for the Top Step account. All right, guys, we have price kind of retracing down a little bit. I'll be looking for a possible market flow if it comes down. Again, I needed to stay away from the sessions, though. It's kind of too close to the session. So if it does pull back, at any distance here, I need it to be away from the session. So I need to pull down to down to this area. Can't be too high to the sessions where it can get caught. Be watching it over here. So I'll be looking to take basically one entry, like one solid entry per day. I think that's going to be ideally what I'm going to be aiming for, guys. I don't want to be on the market for too long because it is NFP and it is a holiday week. So I want to be a little careful with the entries here. Let me see what that would be if I was doing. So I'll be looking for this to pull back a little bit. It's currently stuck at the sessions, as you guys can see. So currently stuck at the sessions right now. On the levels here. It's ranging between the 150 and the 100 mark right here. Ideally, I'd like it to climb up a little more. It's stuck right here at the session. So it's currently ranging right here at the sessions, guys. You can see it's between the 150. I'll go to our clean chart right here. It's Let's mark up some levels. So it's currently ranging right now between the 150 and the 100. Right there. I want it to break above and then climb up higher, of course. It's kind of what I'm looking for because it's stuck at the sessions right here. At this point, if price does give me a market flow, I'm not going to be able to take it because it's going to be right at the sessions. So it's not really going to work out here. So again, price is consolidating right here. I'm going to move this chart over since we're done with this one. Here's our clean chart. You guys can see things a little better right here where price is currently stuck. Again, stuck between the 150 and the 100 mark right there. Price is pulling back. So yeah, I wouldn't be able to take a market flow right here, guys. It's too close to the sessions right there. Possibly if it comes down to this level too. But I'll be looking out for that sell signal because that sell signal is gonna pretty much invalidate the buys. We got a sell signal here that's currently pending. We got 10 seconds left on the candle. If the sell signal closes, there's no opportunity for entries here, at least not for buys. We got 3 seconds left on this candle. Sell signal is closed, so I'm no longer looking for entries right now. I'm kind of just waiting for the next buy signal to come up. So at this time, there's no market flow entries. Like I said, I'm taking one market flow per momentum. So the buy signal came up right here. We never got a market flow entry. So there's nothing here that came up. Now over here for the sell signal, in order for us to get a market flow for a sell, we need price to climb below here and basically come back to open because we need price to be below the pivots, right? So there's no entries here right now for market flow. If you guys want to look for anything else, feel free. I'll look and try to identify some entries here, but there's just nothing here yet. If you guys really want to take an entry, the next entry is going to be possibly for if price does swing back up, possibly a high-low scalp. So we have liquidity sitting up here at this higher high. If price does climb back up, say for example, it bounces off the pivot, possibly look for a high-low scalp up here. That's like one opportunity. The other opportunity is for the buy signal to come up, climb up higher, retrace, and maybe catch a market flow before it reaches the sessions. So what I'll be looking for here is I'll be looking for some reversal patterns. I'll look for some V1 variations, V2 variations, V3 variations, any of those variation type entries, double body, either engulfing candles or even CV entries. I'll be looking for price to come down a little bit and then provide me some sort of confluence that price is ready to correct back to the upside. All right. All right, so we don't have that buy signal yet here, guys. Again, if you want to look for some sells here, we need price to break below the pivots. Once it breaks below the pivots, I'll start looking for some market flows to the downside. The only problem with this here is that there's going to be a bunch of red flags if we do look for some sells here. We have a sessions right here, which is the Asia high, and then we have the blue line right here, which is opening price. Possible market flow. If you're looking for an original market flow, there's a market flow opportunity right there. I'm not going to take it. Like I said, I need to stick to quality entries because I've been taking way too many entries in August. So I need to take it easy a little bit here. All right. So I'm looking for a buy signal here. Looking for the buy signal to come up. Once the buy signal comes up, I'll look for some market flow entries to the buy side. It looks like price is attempting to shift back up here now. It looks like it's starting to hit a floor. So what might happen here is price might come down, bounce off the sessions, and come right back up. Ideally, that's usually what happens. One other thing that happens a lot too is price will bounce off the sessions and it'll go from session to session. So you can see over here, price came up, bounce off the session right there, and came right back down. So you ideally want to look for these rejections off the sessions because that's like the hint that I mean, there's a lot of different hints you guys can look for. Um, you guys can look for again V1 variations, V2 variations, V3 variations, CV patterns, or rejections off the sessions. So there's a lot of different patterns to look for reversal. Once we see that, I'll be looking for it to swing back up. So price hasn't touched the sessions here yet. It got close to it. Okay, right here we're getting a wick rejection off the sessions. Looks like the range is currently between the 150 and the 50 right now. So I'll move that down a little lower. Right there. All right, so we're getting the rejection right there off the sessions. See if this here bounces back up, provides a buy signal. If we get that, it'll possibly continue climbing up higher. Kind of like where it's set up right here. Looks like it's set up for a fake out right now. Fake out right there, and then possibly a continuation to the upside. That's what I like about these ranges. These ranges kind of give you a hint like, okay, there's a fake out happening right there. It's probably ready to climb back up. You have the rejection directly off the sessions. Okay, there we go. Price is starting to climb up. Again, I'm gonna look for that buy signal. Once I get that buy signal, I'll be looking for a market flow entry. Looks like the buy signal might come up on this candle, if not the next one. ATR is currently at 36 right now, so the ATR is actually pretty high at the moment. It's ideal. You have the SR zones right here. If we get some new ones, I'll mark them up, but right now, it's currently set up like that. Takes a while for these SR zones to come up. All right, we have a pending buy signal right here. It's fine whether it's valid or invalid. We just need that buy signal there to identify continuation. And we got news in 10 minutes. Thanks, Patricia, for the heads up. We got high impact news right here at 7 o'clock. We got Jolt's job quits, Jolt's job openings. It's forecasted to be negative. I think this is going to be false though. So it's forecasted to be negative. I think it's going to be better than expected. But we'll see. Yeah, I think because we have news coming up shortly, the volatility here is probably just going to die down. It's probably just going to go sideways until 7 o'clock. And then market will react to the news at 7 over here. So again, price may fake out right here. It looks like a fake out zone. So just look out for that fake out. This will probably consolidate right here, probably fake out, and then swing right back up. It's cold in here, huh? It's a little cold in my suite right now. See, Gail said, smooth sailing, got some good ones. Thank you. Sound way different in a better way. Yeah, I'm on my laptop right now because I have like I've had this laptop. This is my traveling laptop for my iMac Pro. The the mic on here is way better. I think the video is better too. Um, I need to upgrade my iMac Pro at home, my office. All right, so we're looking for the buy signal here, guys. Again, I'm waiting for the buy signal here to come up. Once it comes up, we'll be able to probably squeeze in a market flow entry. I'm gonna open up balcony. It's cold here. It's kind of cold. I just opened the balcony. No, it's fine. I'll just leave the balcony open so the AC turns off a little bit. It's freezing in here. I also just came back from the gym, so I'm like super cold. Um, there's a time difference here, guys. So right now it's currently, I think it's 8:51. Yeah, it's 2 hour difference. So I got up at 6, technically 4 o'clock normal time. Got my workout in and got here just in time for the live session. All right, guys, if you guys are just joining, we had one entry for the day that came up, one official entry, which was over here, the 100-point move. So I'm up 100 points right here. Just took one trade. Currently looking for the next opportunity. So we have a buy signal here that's currently pending. If it swings back down, we might have opportunity here for a market flow entry. I'll be looking to take it if it does come up. We still have about, let's see, 8 minutes till news. So I'll be looking to take the market flow entry here if it does close with a buy signal and if it retraces down. So I'll be watching it right here. It's probably not going to close, but I'll be watching it just in case. 3, 2, 1, no buy signal there, possibly on the next one. All right, so if this buy signal here closes, I'll be looking for it to retrace down a little bit and then swing back up. Where that noise is coming from? Oh, it's right here. Team profits. Damn, Kip killed it. Look at Kip over here. He's up 10,000 per account. Nice work, Kip. Solid work right there. All right, we got 20 seconds left on this candle. Ten seconds left on this candle. See if it closes with the buy signal. Look for that retracement, continuation to the upside. Buy signal here closed. We're looking for a possible market flow entry here now. Look for it to retrace down a little bit. Pending order right there if I can. So I got my pending order waiting right there. If it swings back up. Got 30 seconds left on this candle. All right, so it's currently filled right now. Let me see where it's supposed to be. So 105.
Order submitted.
The volatility here is kind of dead because we're getting close to news. See if it holds. So my order is filled here. It filled a little early because I was waiting for it to pull down a little further, but I mean, I'm already in the position, so I got to hold on to it. This might stop me out. It wasn't exactly the entry that I was looking for because it swung up and filled it real quick. It didn't actually, okay. So it didn't actually set up as a market flow. Unfortunately, that one right there didn't work out. This over here might be the market flow entry. So let's see. This one over here is at the pivot. So I put another order right there. The other one just filled a little too early. I got this one right here currently pending. It swings back up. It's not looking like this one's going to swing back up. But this one over here, again, I got in a little too early. I was waiting for it to pull back a little further and then shoot up, but it never came down and touched the pivot. So this candle here has about 5 seconds left on it. Probably going to cancel it. Yeah, I'm going to cancel it. It's all good on that one right there.
Order canceled.
So there's still no market flow entry here yet. This one may be the market flow entry. See if I get one over here. No, this one's not it yet either. We need to get that rejection off the pivot. So there's no entry here yet for the market flow. Again, I need price to pull down, bounce off the pivot, and then come right back up. This here didn't reject off the pivot yet, so there's still opportunity here for market flow. The only problem here is that we do have news coming up in about 4 minutes. Yeah, so you can see over here, the only thing is we just got caught in the consolidation. This thing like barely triggered the move, and I got in a little too early. These pending orders are a little hard to do. I think I might have to just do market orders like I was doing before and look for the retracement and then swing back up. So we got news in about 3 minutes. I'm probably gonna have to wait for the next opportunity here. There's no market flow entries that have been used for this momentum signal yet. So we still have opportunity here for entry if it comes after the news. News is right here at 7 o'clock. Again, this one right here was my mistake. I got in a little too early. Filled me in before it actually came down to the pivot and then swung back up. So I'll just take a screenshot of this right here, and then I'll put it in the stats. All right, there we go. Yeah, I might just have to stick to the market orders because although these pending orders are good, sometimes they're not. Like for example, right here, it's obviously was not an entry, and it filled me because it was pending. All right, so now we're just waiting for the news here to pass at 7 o'clock. If you guys are just joining, we had two entries for the day. We had the 100-point move over here hit, so I made 1,500 on that. And then on this one right here, I got in like a little too early. It came down, then it came back up, filled my order, swung down to stop me out, and then it swung all the way back up. So I lost about 500 on this one, but made 1,500 on this one. So still up overall with regard to overall entries and targets for the day. All right, we got news in 2 minutes. ATR is currently at, let's see, 25. Yeah, the ATR has died down quite a bit. It was at 35 earlier. It's now at 25. Volatility here slowed down a bit. News right here at 7 o'clock. Once the news passes, we'll be looking for the next opportunity for entry. Again, there's no market flow that's come up yet for this buy signal, so it's still open game. We got news in about 20 seconds. Let's see how market reacts to it. Again, like I said, I think the news is going to be positive. It's going to be better than expected. We'll see what happens here for Jolt's job openings. Or even if it's not better than expected, I'm expecting this to push up. It might get manipulated to the downside and then come back up, but I think eventually it's going to correct back up, of course. There we go. As price swings down, expecting a correction here. Might not happen on this specific candle, but I think it will correct back up at some point. So Jolt's job openings is actually really bad. It was actually worse than expected. I think this is going to lead up to NFP though. So I think Jolt's job opening is going to be lower, and that's why price is coming down right here, but I'm looking for the correction. So I do think price will correct back up. I don't know where that noise is coming from. I mean, it sounds like Discord, but I don't know, I'll come back to it later. Okay, so the sell signal here is currently pending. This is a reaction to the news. So you guys want to be careful because this could be manipulated. So this could be the initial push from news, and then this can easily just swing back up. So the sell signal actually didn't close yet. It's pending right there. It's stuck at the sessions. If the sell signal doesn't close, I'll be looking for it to correct back up. So the news was negative. We already had the reaction right there. News was negative. We'll see if it corrects back up. Everything else was positive though. So the Jolt's job openings was negative, but the Jolt's job quits was positive. It's just a little, I mean, they kind of balance each other out because Jolt's job quits higher, openings lower. So that's why I think there's going to be a correction back to the upside because the other news events right here were also positive. We had factory orders month over month and factory orders transportation that's also positive. So it's not like all the news was negative here. Still have the pending sell signal here. Okay, perfect. This is actually what I wanted. So I didn't want a sell signal to come up so that we can get another buy signal. And this will provide us opportunity for everything to pretty much reset. The only problem here is that if we do get a buy signal that's too close, it's going to be right in between the sessions right here and the news price. So we might need to get price to pull out of this range here. So you can see over here, price never actually came below the range here. So price just faked out right here, swung back up. Unfortunately, we got caught in the fake out and then it swung back higher. This is where I lost my trade, unfortunately, but you can see that it was going to push to the upside. We just stop loss was too tight. And then again, right here, another opportunity. So here's the correction right here that I was talking about. I said price is going to correct back up. This was a CV pattern, basically. Yeah. So if you guys wanted to take this as a CV pattern, that was a CV pattern right there. No buy signal yet. Currently pending. And I'm trying to figure out where's that noise coming from so I can mute it. I swear I got all these muted. All right. I think I got it muted for the most part. All right. No buy signal here yet, so there's no entry. I think that's it for the news today. So looking at the profits for the day, we have Kip here. Kip's currently up 10,000 per account. Kip has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12 accounts. So 12 accounts here for all full TPs of 10,000 per account. So that's over 100K. Nice work, Kip. My accounts over here, of course, had one win over here for 1,521, and then one small loss over here for 500. So still net positive for the day and for the week. Again, I'm just looking for another opportunity here to basically balance it out. All right, there's no entries here right now, guys. I'm going to step away for 1 second. Be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. Still no buy signal, so it's all good. Just waiting for this here. Looking for that buy signal, unless it swings back down. If it swings back down lower, then I'll look for a possible sell. But right now, no entry. So price is pretty much just within the range, guys. So I drew this range here earlier. I mean, I was hoping the ranges would be done as we enter September, but price is still ranging within this area. It's not as bad as it was like last month, but it's still ranging here a bit. All right, it's past 7 o'clock, so of course you guys are familiar with the slow market once it hits 7. Hoping it picks back up. All right, we got some low volatility here, of course. All right, back to the slow movement here. Hoping the volatility picks back up. I mean, either way, we're kind of stuck right here. We're trapped. Basically, price is stuck between the sessions. So we got the London low right here, and then we have the Asia high right here. Ideally, I'd want price to break above it, continue climbing up higher, or if price goes the opposite direction, look for price to come below and break down lower, right? But right now, price is stuck within this range. So within this upper area, and then this lower area right here. And I'm still getting those Discord beeps. I just don't know where it's coming from. I've muted pretty much every channel here that has. It's not in our chat. It's all good. I'll try to figure it out later. But again, there's nothing going on here yet. Looking for that buy signal to close again. We have the pending buy signal right here. If you guys are looking for entry, there's a possible, I mean, there's liquidity right here, but it's right at the sessions. So I wouldn't take that personally. Liquidity there just got hit, pushed right through. There's another level of liquidity above right there as well. But again, price is just at the upper range now. So with price being at the upper range right here, again, we're just waiting for this here to do something. It's currently at the upper range. Buy signal right there, pending. Clean up that liquidity. All right, we got the buy signal over here pending. It's currently sitting at the upper range right here. One thing that you want to be careful for is a possible fake out. So whenever price gets these lower ranges or upper ranges, possible fake out. Comes up, fakes out, comes below, fakes out, comes back below right here, fakes out. See if it gets stuck within this range again. Seems like the 100-point move is like, it's the move for this type of market because we don't get caught in this back and forth move, of course. All right, the buy signal here again is pending. Possible triple confluence if it swings up higher. I like leaving the balcony open, but it's so humid out here. I was gonna trade outside this morning. I set up my setup out there, but then everything was getting super wet, so I don't want my laptops to break. All right, typical slow market. If you guys are just joining, again, I'll just go over what we took today. So the market's slow right now. There's nothing for us to take. We had two entries come up this morning. So we had this one over here, which was the 100-point move. We took this yesterday. It hit full TP for 100 points. And then again today, back-to-back wins for another 100 points. So I made 1,500 yesterday off this trade and then 1,500 on this today. And then I took one small loss today for our scalps, which was this move right here. So I just got caught in the fake out. You can see over here, price pulled back and then it swung right back up. Um, it might come to a point where we might have to just adjust the TP stop loss. I think the TP stop loss might be a little too tight. But again, we're going into the fall season, so it might not even be that necessary. Man, this like Discord noise is starting to annoy me. I don't know where this noise coming from. I think it's that one. I need to mute all of these. Okay, we're good. I think it was that server. Again, prices over here at the upper range. You guys can see how it faked out. So price faked out at this upper range and then now it's swinging back down. We'll see again if it pushes back up higher. But price has been stuck between this range since market open. I marked up this immediately after market open once the range was established. Again, you can see the fake outs are just kind of going back and forth. What I'm looking for here is I'm looking for a buy signal so that we can start looking for some buys. Otherwise, the sell signal here hasn't provided an entry for market flow yet. So if it comes below here, we can still look for opportunity for a sell. I mean, we just have to wait for something like that to come up. There's nothing here yet. Still nothing here yet. So, I mean, either way, we can look for entry here for a buy or a sell because when we're trading within this range right here, so we can catch market flow entries to the sell side. The price just needs to come below that point, below here, right? Which price has not reached that point yet. So there's two opportunities here that we're looking out for. We're either looking for a buy signal for price to push up, pass the sessions, climb higher, or we're looking for price to currently continue lower and come down from here. Either way, we have two targets. So we have this lower target right here for the Asia high. There's just a couple targets down here. Actually, we have the Asia high, and then we also have the opening price. And then in the opposite, we have liquidity up here, price to reach. So, I mean, wherever price wants to go, we have opportunity there. The only problem here is that we're getting stuck in this consolidation phase. Might not look like price is consolidating here. It looks like price is actually bullish. But if you look over here on our chart, our clean chart, you guys can see the consolidation. It's not really going anywhere. See if there's any more SR zones that have come up so far. White, but we have this one right here, a new one. Yeah, not quite. So there goes the SR zones. Again, price is still sitting within this area. The volatility here is starting to slow down a lot. All right. So we'll keep waiting here for opportunity. If there's nothing that comes up like in the next 15, 30 minutes, guys, then let's wrap it up. Pretty happy with my profits for the day. Ideally, I'd want to take at least one more trade though. So I'm gonna keep looking for a trade here. Just need the volatility here to pick up. But if it doesn't pick up, it just seems like this might be the market for today. Okay, we have a buy signal here that's currently just closed. I need price to climb up higher because I can't take any trades right here at this session. So I need price to climb up a bit higher, retrace down, and continue from there. At this specific moment in time, there's no opportunity. There's two levels of liquidity right here. So there's liquidity sitting right here if anybody's looking to take that. So there goes that first level of liquidity getting retested, and then we have another level right above it. The only problem here is that it's right at the sessions, and it's currently right at the upper range. So the thing that you want to be careful for here is a fake out, right? Like I said, whenever price gets to this point here, a bunch of fake outs. But it is trying to push up to that next level of liquidity. Let's Pushing up higher. And there we go. Its price kind of just sits right here. So I will be looking for some market flow entries here. I'll let it swing down a little bit. It's currently at the session, so not going to take any entries here yet, of course, but there we go. Its price fakes out and it pulls right back into the range. It's nothing new here. It's been doing this for months. So if you guys have been training with me all throughout August, this is the first week of September. It's NFP week. So we're going to slowly, slowly break out of this consolidation market. We're still in the summer market technically. It's still early September, so I'm not really expecting much of a change until like mid-September. But again, right here, it is the same market we've been dealing with pretty much all August. Price gets to the upper point. I mean, if you guys want to take some riskier trades or some trades that like, you can take the bounces off these points. It's just really identifying where you want to place your stop loss. Because technically, yeah, you can ride it back into the range, but I don't think this is like gonna always climb down that far, of course. All right, so we got the sell signal right here. I mean, we might have some opportunities here for some sells at this point. We got the sell signal right here. If price comes below, pivots, probably ride this down to the lower level because price hasn't tested that lower range yet down here. So, I mean, price can still come down and retest the lower range right here. So the sells could work. It's just a matter of time until it actually comes down a little bit. Because you can trade within the entire range right here. You don't have to keep trading above. You can trade below, right? If you find the opportunity, you can take it, but you just have to wait for that opportunity to present itself. Let's see what happens here. See if it starts to move. But again, it's not really going anywhere. So this is what I'm talking about. There's a lot of targets down here, right? So if price comes back lower, like below the pivots, you can climb it down to this lower range or basically the lower SR level right here. So we still have a target down here. If price does climb below, it just never gets far enough where you can actually take a trade down there. Just never gets that far. So again, right here, price is still climbing back up. Same situation. We need a buy signal here. So we need this here to either climb up further or climb back down below. But again, if price gets to this range right here, basically the 150 mark, you can expect a possible fake out reversal. There he goes. Price bounces directly off the sessions. Okay, so this is actually a good sign. The fact that we're getting a nice rejection off the sessions like this, it might be ready to come back down to the lower sessions. All right, so we got the nice rejection right there off the sessions. Again, like I said, there's no entries here yet for any market flows for sells. I need price to actually break and close below the pivots down here. Once it breaks and closes below this point, I'll look for a market flow to the downside. Target price point is going to be the lower sessions right here, the Asia high. I just realized I didn't plug in my chargers. One second, guys. There we go. All right, so no entries here yet. Just waiting. We got a pending buy signal right here. The only problem here is that's going to be right at the sessions again. So we have the pending buy signal right here, but I need price to actually be above higher, right? It's going to be almost impossible for me to take any entries right here because it's right at the sessions. See if it's ready to actually climb this time. That buy signal closed. All right, yeah, so the buy signal did close. It's pushing up to this upper level of liquidity. If you guys are looking for that high-low scalp, possible opportunity above this higher high. I'm also looking for some market flow entries here, but obviously not at the sessions. So I would need this to climb up a bit higher. Climb up higher, retrace, continue up from there. No market flow here. Right at the sessions. So again, no market flow here because it's right at the sessions. And there's a possible opportunity there. It's a setup. But I'm not going to take the entry right here. If you guys want to take it, feel free. I'll mark it up for you guys, but I'm not going to take it because it's right at the sessions. I'll wait for that next opportunity to come up. There'll be another one. All right, currently running volatility is very low. As you guys can see, the ATR is pretty high, but the volatility is pretty low. So I'm not in this position here, guys. Main reason I didn't take it was because it's right at the sessions right here. It's currently at the London low. Still no opportunity here. I'll come back to this, but I'm not in the position. Like I said, it's currently in an area of manipulation. It's currently at the London low. And it's also at the upper range. So you guys can see whenever price gets to this point, it gets stuck at this upper range. If you guys want to trade at this point, I mean, you guys technically can. I mean, you guys can catch the bounces if you really want to. It's just kind of tricky, right? It's always just a little tricky. And for me, I don't want to take any low quality trades. I'm only looking for the high quality ones, the decent ones to take. The only reason I took a loss over here earlier is because that wasn't a quality trade. I just got to take the market orders. I don't think I can put pending orders for these trades because it ends up pulling me in too early, and it's the candles move too fast for me to pull out before it gets to that point. So again, we have another sell signal here that's pending. Ideally, I'd be okay with the sell signal here to close. So if the sell signal there closes, I'll be looking for it to swing below. I'll look for a possible sell. It's not looking like any buys here are going to come up anyways. So annoyed at the slow market. I was hoping this would be the week where the consolidation range would stop, but it's not looking like it. So you guys can see over here, the range is actually getting tighter now. So I'll draw another level right here, just that you guys have an idea. So we had the bigger range right here. Now we have a smaller range. We had like an actual range that price was ranging back and forth between this area. But you can see now that after 7 o'clock hit, it's now into this smaller consolidation zone. All right, so we got the sell signal here that's currently pending. Again, like I said, I'll be okay with taking some sells here. I just need price to provide that sell signal break below this level here and then come down lower. Because if that's the case, I mean, price will probably push down to this lower session right here. There's still a target here that hasn't been tested. right? It hasn't came back down to this lower range, like basically the lower point right here. It's consolidating within this area, but the full range is still down here. So, I mean, we're getting a sideways move right here. But if price does break below this point, possible continuation to the downside for it to complete the range. Sell signal hasn't closed yet. And this market sucks. Given it is a holiday week. So it's a holiday week, but it's also NFP. Right, not too much going on here, guys. All right, I'm gonna hang around for another 10, 15 minutes. If there's nothing that happens here, guys, I'm just gonna get off a little early. I'm okay with my profits for today. If you guys are just joining in, just another reminder, we took 2 trades for the day. So we took this 100-point move. The 100-point move is hit back to back this week so far, Tuesday and Wednesday. So today I locked in this trade, of course. You can see my profits right there, 1,521. And then I did the same thing yesterday. Took this on my phone yesterday while I was at the airport. Same thing. I locked in the same amount, about 1,500. So we had 2 of these back-to-back wins for the 100-point moves. And then looking over here, this is the one loss that we took for the day. It was a small loss. I just got caught with this tight tight stop loss. Pulled back a little bit, stopped me out, and then it swung right back up to where it was supposed to go. Unfortunately, that happens from time to time. This was actually not a valid entry. This entry over here I got into early because I put my pending order right there, and then it didn't actually pull back far enough for it to set up for a market flow. So I think what I'm going to be doing from now on, at least for now, I'll be doing everything manually through market orders. The pending orders, they just don't fit criteria. They just don't fit the criteria sometimes because like I'll put my pending order there. This is where's my trade that I lost? This one over here. So we'll zoom into that little candle right there. I put my pending order there because I thought I was going to pull back further. It didn't actually pull back to the pivot, so it wasn't a valid entry. This is what I would consider a bad loss. Again, like I said before, there's good losses and there's bad losses. There's good losses when you lose a trade, but you're following the trading plan. And there's bad losses when you get in early like this one right here. So that was my fault. That was a bad loss on my end, but I'll be looking for another opportunity right here. So if price climbs up higher, there may be opportunity here for another market flow. It's just going to be a matter of time until until we get that. So we got price coming down right here. There's no market flow entry here again because price is currently at the sessions. I need price to climb up a bit higher. It's not where I need it to be at. It's got to be higher than where it's currently at. So I'll look for this to push back up a little further, come back down, shoot right back up. Again, it's bouncing off the range right here again, guys. So, I mean, if you want to take this for a retracement back into the range consolidation, you guys can. Not something I necessarily recommend, but I mean, if you want to, it does work. So if this here closes back below the range, technically you can take this for a quick little sell. I don't like to counter trend trade. The trend here is bullish. So I wouldn't necessarily look to take any sells here, but if you do want to take it, this is typically what's been hitting if you're trading within the range. Right. So again, right there, if you wanted to take that as it closed, you can ride this back into the range, possibly. I wouldn't take it because I don't like to take gambling trades like that. But if you wanted to, there was and is opportunity right there. And there you go. Looks like it hit TP. Yep. just tricky when you're trading against the trend like that. Let's see, question from Patricia. Patricia's asking, what are your requirements for the biases for the 100-point move? So it's kind of hard to explain, Patricia, because I look at so many things. So the main thing that I look at is I look at all the news events that came up recently. I use a different platform called Koifin because they have all the news events there. Or if you have different news outlets, you can look there too. I just pretty much look at all the US news that comes out. Um, and then I try to see if majority of the news is negative or if majority of the news is positive. So I use it's a fundamentals based strategy. And then on top of that, I use the technicals as a extra confluence and then retail sentiment. Of course, retail sentiment's been bullish for like the past, basically 2 months. So it's not a big factor for me. The main factor is really the fundamentals because I'm looking for that 100-point move on open. Basically, when the market opens in the morning, I try to catch that directional push from people who are reacting to the news that happened yesterday. So I go on this website called Koyfin. It's Koyfin, and I look at basically all the U.S. news that comes out. If you have another outlet, like if you have Bloomberg or CNBC or anything like that, like something that lines up all the US news, you can use that as well. But there's no specific criteria because there's so many news events that come out, right? So like, yeah, like US markets. Like I'll pull this up right here, US market news. Not this, of course, but I'd be using Koifin. See if I could pull it up. I don't think my login's on this laptop, but oh, actually is. There we go. Yeah, so I use Koifin here. I go to market news. I go to global news right here, go to American markets, and I basically just pull up all the news events and I'm like, okay, is this positive or negative? I need to upgrade my thing because currently on the free network, but they have a lot of I mean, you can just open a new email. If you open a new email, it gives you like a free trial for like 9 days, and you can basically see all the news events here. So I look at all the news events. You can see all the news events that came up. I look at this. I'm like, okay, this is positive. I give it a +1. This is negative, -1. This is positive, +1. This is negative, back to 0, right? And I just look at all the news events that happened last night before the market opens. And then wherever is like leaning towards positive or negative, that's where I take the trade. So it's kind of hard to give you an exact criteria because there's no specific criteria. It's kind of just looking at the different news events and then seeing, okay, if there's more negative news here, if there's more positive news here, then when market opens, people are going to make moves off those news events, right? So you're going to have price push up or push down. And that's what I do. I basically look at that. And then of course the trend is another confluence, but I don't necessarily use technicals because technicals they don't factor in the breakout. You guys got to keep that in mind. If you guys are looking for the breakout, like we did this morning, like we took this right here for a buy, and then yesterday we took it for a sell, right? I mean, the trend it'll show you a direction to some extent, but it doesn't necessarily move in that direction. We're looking for that opening breakout, right? Because the trend here was actually bearish up until like early this morning, and it was just consolidating. So you can't really use the trend here to confirm. So yeah, no, it's a and then again, like even when you do have all those confluences, you're never going to be for sure. So I mean, if you want to just flip a coin, Patricia, you can do that too. Flip a coin, heads or tails, right? Heads for bullish, tails for negative. But the 100-point range is like I think it's a good number for right now. When the market volatility picks back up, you can probably move it higher to like 150, 200, 250, maybe even up to like 300 to 500, depending on how the market's moving. But I think right now 100 is good because we're in this little range. So price barely moves even 100 points during the session. All right, so we still don't have any entries here yet, guys. There's still opportunity here for market flow. I'll be looking for another, let's say like 5-10 minutes here. If we don't get a climb up, then I'm just gonna wrap it up for the day, guys. So I need this to actually climb up. It's still stuck at the sessions here. You go over here to our range. So the range here didn't really do anything, as you guys can see. The range here is still the same range that it's been moving sideways for the past hour, basically. Yeah, no problem, Patricia. You just got to play around with it, like that's how I find out like where these moves happen and how I create these strategies. I kind of just do some trial and error. Um, there's probably better news sources out there, but Koifin's one of the good ones, I think, for the cost. For like $30 a month, you'll have all the news, like all in one place. It's worth it, especially if you're catching those 100-point moves per day. All right, I need price to climb up a little further. Again, still not there yet. And this thing just keeps getting pulled right back into the range. So here we are still going sideways. Consolidation still pretty low. Charge. Let's see if we got anything here. Price again is climbing back up. It's got to climb up higher though. So we got multiple liquidity kind of building up around this area right here. I need this to be higher again. It's not high enough. All right, there may be a possible market flow here if price comes down. Okay, so the volatility here is starting to pick up a little bit. We're looking for some market flow. So if this swings down, guys, again, if it swings down, bounces off the pivot, I mean, technically this could have been a setup, but I'm gonna wait for the next candle. If it swings down, bounces off the pivot, swings back up, possible market flow entry there. Not yet, but possibly in the next candle here. So we got 3 levels of liquidity here now that are starting to set up. Look for this to pull down, and I'll look for opportunity here on the next candle. So again, I'm looking for price to pull back, bounce off the pivot, swing back up. Possibly on this next candle here. For it to pull back a little more. Need price to come down, touch the pivot, come back up. About 30 seconds on this candle. Probably not going to happen on this one, but I'll be watching for it. Again, I'm just going to put in a market order, guys. So I'm going to look for it to swing down, swing back up. We got a bunch of liquidity that's just starting to build up right here. It's a little high. I don't think we're going to get an entry here, not yet. It's possibly going to set up on the next candle. 30 seconds left on here. All right. So on this next candle here, I'd be looking for it to possibly swing down, swing back up. Yeah, it's pulling below the sessions again. So it's not going to happen on this one, probably on the next candle. If it doesn't happen on the next candle, guys, I'm just going to wrap it up. So not this one, it's not bouncing off the pivot. Possibly on the next one here. So I need this to climb up a little bit, pull back. So this is okay because we can trade within the range here, as you guys can see. All right, it's not looking like we're gonna get an entry here, guys. So, okay, let me wait for two more candles. All right, I'll wait for two more candles here. If this doesn't end up staying above, then there's just not going to be any opportunity for entry here. The volatility is really low, as you guys can see. All right, I'm gonna wait for one more candle after this, and then if this doesn't set up, I'm just gonna wrap it up for the day, guys. We got 20 seconds left on this candle. I'm gonna look for it to pull back real quick, bounce off the pivot, swing right back up. I'll be right back 1 second, guys. All right, it's not looking like we're going to have any entries, guys. So just looking at current price, it came up, hit liquidity, but it's not really looking like we're going to get anything here. So I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm happy with my profits for the day. I'm just going to take our net win for the day, and we'll come back tomorrow and re run it back. But looking at where price is currently at right here, I'm not really expecting price to pull back, swing back up. If anything, price is going to swing down and then pull back into the range. But I don't really see anything happening here right now. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. Probably not going to respond to you guys until later tonight, but for the most part, back to what we took for the day, our team profits. We have Kip here. He took a couple trades, locked in 10,000 per account. He has about 10 accounts here, so obviously 10,000 times 10 or times 12. A lot of profits right there. Here are my profits for the day. Again, took this one, 1,521, and then one small loss here for 500. And that's pretty much all that we took for the day. So, all right, guys, I'm going to wrap this up for the day. If you guys have any questions, reach out. Otherwise, I'll see you guys here again tomorrow, same place, same time, as we continue on with this trade.